Welcome to the AP Physics Workbook solution. Here we have Unit 2 Dynamics. The section is 2.m Eliminating Case. Here's the scenario. Blake accelerates a sled carrying his little sister from rest. The sleigh and the sister have a total mass m. The coefficient of kinetic friction between the sled and the ground is mu k. And Blake causes the rope connecting to the sleigh to have a constant tension force T that makes an angle theta with the horizontal. Any frictional force between the sleigh and the snow are negligible. Here's the scenario. The part A asks you to draw the free body diagram. Before that, I would like to show you where these notes come from. This problem comes from these series of notes. It is pulling on a theta on a box that has an angle and there's a frictional force. Here, they're asking to find the acceleration, and in the end, you can find tension if you just multiply the acceleration. Okay, so the first thing that they did here is they calculate the force in the vertical, which is force normal minus mg plus the force applied in the y direction. Here's the calculation for force applied in the y direction. It's the Newton force that was applied times sine of the angle. And that is the y part. Here they showed the x part, which is the force of friction, as well as the cosine theta. Notice that the x part has the cosine part of the force and the vertical has the sine part. Putting it all together, you can now get its acceleration. Okay, using these notes and looking at the free body diagram, you can now draw the rope. In the y direction, you have the force normal going up and force gravity going down. I drew force of gravity bigger because the force normal is going to have an extra component to it. Now we're going to draw the horizontal. So we have the force of friction, which goes back against the sleigh because that's in the opposite direction of the force applied, or the direction of that force. Notice that the object is going left. That's why the frictional force is opposite to it, going right. Here the force pulled, which is the constant tension force T, based on what the scenario said about Blake, goes in that horizontal part. This is it. This is what they would need in terms of a free body diagram. Here I try to give you a little bit more information by showing you where the theta is involved. There is a theta here such that you can now draw a horizontal and a vertical part to it. But here you should be done. I'm just giving you a little bit more information, okay? Don't draw this on the AP test. So what I gave you here is I broke it down. F, the force applied, the force pull or the force tension, is breaking it up into its parts. There is going to be force pull, and this again, this is the sine part. No, cosine, because this is this is adjacent. FP sine theta, because this is opposite, and this is wrong. The theta here should not be here, because this is where the 90 degrees is. The theta that they are referring to here, theta with the horizontal, is referring to here. All right, there you go. Now you can answer the two parts here. Angelica suggests that increasing the theta, the angle, will decrease acceleration. Explain why that would be true. And Carlos will actually say that if you increase the angle, it will accelerate the sleigh. Who's right? Using the free body diagram. There are three parts to Angelica's answer that explain why she would decrease the acceleration of the sleigh. First, Angelica is trying to accelerate the object in the horizontal direction. The force pulled has a horizontal component and a vertical component due to it being pulled on an angle right here. The horizontal part of the force pulled is the cosine part of the angle right there. As the angle theta, this should be theta. As the angle approaches 90 degrees, theta will go to 90 degrees. The cosine will go to 0. And therefore producing 0 horizontal force, because this goes to 0, so it goes to 0. Hence, why the acceleration will decrease as theta approaches 0. Carlos's explanation is different. Carlos is looking at the acceleration in the vertical direction, and I also wrote the force being pulled has both a horizontal component and a vertical component due to being pulled on an angle. The vertical part of being pulled is the sine part of the angle, right there, FP sine theta. As the angle approaches 90 degrees, theta arrow 90 degrees, the sine goes to 1, therefore producing a greater horizontal force. Hence why explaining the vertical acceleration increases as theta equals to 0. So these two answers are correct based on the first one talks about the horizontal acceleration, but the second one talks about the vertical acceleration by the system. Now we're going to do some calculation. We're going to derive the expression. Make sure you start from a first principles application, so Newton's second law would work. This is what I have. The summation of the forces in the y direction is equal to the mass times the acceleration. There are 3 forces in the y direction, exactly like this problem. You have the force normal going up, force gravity going down, and the horizontal part. That's why in this calculation, that was your F in the y component of Newton's second law. That's how I got that. Next, the force of friction, that's in the x direction. Okay. That's why it's always better to do the y component first, because you need force normal, because the force of friction requires force normal. So I got the force normal calculated from the first part. Now the second part, the force of friction. Force of friction is mu times force normal. So I just plug in what I have here for the force normal. Again, this is the reason why you should do the vertical part first. Last part is to find the acceleration of the system, exactly like this format. Now they just plug it in into acceleration is equal to the summation of all the forces divided by the mass of the system. The mass of the system is just the m. All right. And this is what I wrote. These are all the parts of the force of in the acceleration. Here you have the cosine part and minus the force of friction. The force of friction came from up here. Substitute it, divide the m, gets the acceleration. Exactly the way it's done here. Okay, this is how it's done with numerical values, and this is just an explanation on what actually happens without values. But the acceleration is basically the same. Okay, there are basically 3 forces. The cosine part minus the force of gravity times force of, so the cosine part, force applied in the cosine part, minus mu mg, which is the force of friction, but there's also a there's a force of friction mu times fp sine theta as well. All right, so there you go. That's the acceleration. Okay, there you go. If you would like notes on here, there you go. And that's it. That is your 2.m solution.